University, you're gonna have to forgive me for all the confessing I'm about to do for not giving a shit. What's up, guys? Baby Spike here, and we're back, but in a different way this time. We're not doing Decade Club for at least another couple months, but it's gonna be a minute. So right now we're back. We're doing university confessions, and what I'm doing here is I'm reading all the journal entries that I wrote back in college, and I'm gonna read them to you guys because why not? And plus, since I've been out of university since like 2022 or something like that, I figured, why not? Let's do it. Anyways, let me get this out. Oh, in full disclosure, I've taken a look at this one before, so here we go. Oh man, here we go. Okay. All right. Goes something like, Dear Journal. When I wrote this, I took it as like an inspiration from Doug. You know, if you're like my age or a little bit older or even a little bit younger, and you've seen the cartoon Doug, his episodes always start off with him writing in his journal, and he always goes, Dear Journal, blankety blankety blank blank. But anyways, here goes nothing. Dear Journal, well, it's true. I definitely have a crush on my teacher. Oh gosh. I obviously won't act on it because there's too much at risk. So I'm in the middle of flushing it all out, but I don't know what to do to keep myself busy while I flush my crush out. Fuck. I hate when this happens. I always crush on someone I know I can't be with. I already fleshed out my feelings for my friend who's getting married. Now I have to flesh out my feelings again. I gotta do something to get my mind off of it or I'll lose my voice. A few hours, a few hours later, the section I wrote then with that, I'll get to that a little bit. I went to the radio show. It was good. I didn't want to stick around to congratulate her, but the feelings for her are definitely there. I need to longboard some more. Okay. Oh man. Okay. All right. So look, we're gonna dissect the what I was going through during this time. Okay. So obviously, it says it right there. I had a crush on one of my professors. She was okay. Before I even keep going, I'm not gonna give names away or anything, but I'm gonna I'm gonna lay out features that I remember. Like same goes for like other people that I went to school with. So this professor, she was really cute. I'm not gonna lie, she was really cute. She wore glasses like I do. She was really tall too. Like she was really tall. I'm about 5'8" or 5'8.5", maybe 5'9" on a good day. And she was like 6'1" or 6'2", I think, something like that. Which, by the way, listen, there are some tall women out there that are just drop dead gorgeous. Like, they're beautiful out, okay? And I know that they tend to be a little like, tend to have some feelings, about their height. But listen, me, I climb trees, okay? So listen, if I meet a tall woman that's, taller than me, and she's gorgeous, has a great personality and everything like that, I'm just gonna look at her and be like, hey. Either that or something like this.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. So, so I had to... Yeah, so the thing that I was doing at this time, obviously, I had a crush on her, but thing was, I wasn't gonna do anything because I didn't want to risk it. It was really bad for not just her, but for me as well. And given the fact that we were both adults when by the time I wrote this, it still isn't a good idea. And plus, I just didn't want to risk that risk that chance, you know. But so so flushing the crush out, because I write that a lot in this. So okay, so the thing I do when I have a crush on someone. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I like someone, or at least like when I have and I really like someone, I'm completely like, hey, I'm totally ready excuse me, I'm totally ready to see where this goes. I just want to hang out. You know what I mean? I want to kick it. We can chill. We can go longboarding. We can go ride a bike. We can go on a walk. We can go to see a movie. We can, I don't know, grab tea or something like that. It doesn't matter. But here's where this comes in. You know, flushing the crush out, because it's part of my process. When I have to flush out everything, because that's what happens when I like someone that doesn't feel the same way as me. Then I don't want to hang out. I don't want to kick it. I don't want to chill. I don't want to do anything really, because my mind is just gonna be. Because while my mind is trying to get rid of all of this, it's also gonna be trying to like psych itself out and be like, hey, what if this happened? Or what if this happened? Or wouldn't it be cool if this happened? And I'm just like, yeah, no, man, I don't want to entertain that. It's just, because it's just gonna bring up some stuff, and I don't want to do all that anymore. And so, and the other person I was flushing my feelings out for, I was flushing out my feelings for my friend, who's also my pen pal. She's from the UK. I'm not gonna say her name either, but I'm just gonna say this much. UK. She's from the UK. She's beautiful, and she's married now. Husband's a great guy. She's told me a few times about him. Great guy. But yeah, that was fun. That was something fun, and had to do some stuff. Yeah, and that's what I usually do whenever I'm like in the middle of getting rid of my crush. Like in my mind, I have to like do stuff to keep myself busy and whatnot, just so I can distract myself. But yeah, so the few hours part that I wrote. So here's the funny thing: with the few hours that was happening. So in university, my major in university was theater, and I was in the theater department when this was going on. So at that time, there was a radio show going on for the theater department. Everybody that was in the theater department, or even people from outside of that department, no matter what their major was, they were welcome to come and see it. So what happened was, so obviously, if you know what a radio show is, cool. But seeing a radio show in person, it's different. And when you see a radio show in person, it's basically like watching a staged reading, but you have the cast at the very front. On one side, you have you kind of have the narrator. Well, not really a narrator. I guess you could say a narrator. You kind of have a narrator who will read like the actions of the script, like, hey, if this character does this, or this character did that, or this character's feeling this, or whatever. And then on the other side, there's a guy who's basically like the sound guy who will, have like props and stuff like that. So let's say, the narrator says, hey, this character opened the door and whatnot. Then the sound guy will, have like a door latch or something like that and mimic opening a door or something like that, or with the props or whatever. But anyways, that was part of the radio show. But anyways, so with so when I got to the radio show, before it all started, I was looking. Of course, my professor, she was there, part of the cast. She was dressed up for her character. She looked great, obviously, and and I also remember there was this girl, and she also kind of stuck out to me too. But if I wrote about her in this, I'll let you guys know, obviously. But there was a point where, I don't even think if anybody ever told her talked about her like this. But all right, let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna say it on camera. I'm gonna say it on camera. the way that I saw her, if Zendaya had, you know, curly hair, you know, like something like from the 80s or the 90s or even the 2000s, that's who she kind of reminded me of. But she was way cuter, way freaking cuter. And, you know, she was cool. She was, you know, very funny, had a sense of humor like that in a girl. I always like that. And in a girl that I may like, if she has a sense of humor, then I'm just like, yes. But anyways, okay. So yeah, when the radio show was over, it really was good, but I'm not gonna lie, I also don't remember it, because I really don't even remember it. I don't remember what it was about. I think it may have been a detective story or something. Anyways, yeah, I didn't stick around to congratulate her. I really didn't. But the feelings for her are definitely there. I need to longboard some more. So yeah, the funny thing with that is when I finished writing that, it was this was like during the time of school just starting, and this was like late 2019. So I was at least like 24 or 25 when I wrote this. And the funny thing with that was when I longboarded. That's what I forgot to mention. I longboarded to the radio show, and like I longboarded to campus. It wasn't even that long of a ride, but it was pretty short. But it's still. So the funny thing with longboarding to campus just to see the radio show, it was cold that night. It was really cold, and the funny thing over here is that in where I live here in town, where I went to university, it gets cold here pretty quick. Like it's like late September, or this was like early to mid October, and my dumb self decided to put on a light jacket and was like, yeah, I can put this on. I'll just ride it out with the cold and everything like that. Oh yeah, never again. I mean, I didn't get sick or anything like that, but I did feel like, I might do. This is pretty bad. But anyways, yeah. So so the moral of the story, or at least moral of the story with this, it's definitely don't have a crush on your teacher. Just don't do it. And as far as everything else, I don't know. I think I want to say maybe I learned different ways of coping, or different ways of like trying to deal with dealing with a crush or something like that. But yeah, either way, I'm a completely different guy now than I was when I wrote this all those years ago. But yeah, anyways, so that's the first thing I wrote when I started journal entries. All right, guys, so University Confessions. That was the first story for you guys. Anyways, did you guys like the story? Hey, if you have any questions or any comments about it or anything like that, hey, let me know. Comment down below and share this with your friends. And of course, you guys, subscribe to the channel.